Sometimes we have some people live, but sometimes it doesn't matter as we have the
Okay.
the recording. Yay! So now we are coming live.
Okay.
Now we are live in our group Building the Heart Center Economy. And today we have the first customer, but well, now this is a dear friend of mine, Cindy Thomas, all the way from New York. Sydney, thank you very much for accepting to be here with us today.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
Sydney, we met through beautiful internet. I think it was LinkedIn.
It was LinkedIn.
And she took part of the Unleash program when it was a beta version in the summer of 2020. So I would like to Sydney to tell us how was that, and when you started, what attracted you to join? How was that beginning?
That's an easy one. Thanks to COVID, I started getting more active in LinkedIn than I ever been before. So that's one of the blessings for me of the global tragedy. But a lot of videos come through. Anybody who's on LinkedIn knows that, and a lot of programs that are being advertised. I see dozens of them every day, and I usually don't pay a whole lot of attention to them, but I don't believe that there are any accidents. So I have no idea how Blanca's video ended up in my LinkedIn feed, but I am so glad that it did. She was talking about the heart-centered economy, and I realized that in that brief video, she had encapsulated everything that I had been thinking about the things that I think are icky about business, which turns out to be what she refers to as the masculine energy. And so, as someone who is in the process of building a new business idea, I had been really struggling with how or if I could be successful, not wanting to do it the way so many people have been doing it for decades. So anyway, I saw that she was offering this beta course on Unleashed, and particularly the part about the money mindset and changing that was really appealing to me. But I have to be honest and say that the number one reason I signed up was because Blanca was giving the class. You've probably noticed that there is something about her energy that just comes through the screen. And I knew that I wanted to be, to experience more of that. And I just felt intuitively that she had a lot to share. So I was delighted to participate in the beta program. I had no idea what to expect, and that's probably a good thing, because if I had had expectations, the class would not have met them. It far exceeded. I've taken a lot of webinars and a lot of in-person classes through the years, and I wasn't prepared for the format and the content of Blanca's course. Unlike a lot of presenters, she doesn't bore you with tons and tons of presentation or slideshows. There's no, bunch of decks that she's using every week. She provides the core concepts in a way that's very relatable. She uses a lot of examples in her own life, as well as people that she's worked with in the past. So it's very easy to digest in small portions. The other thing was there wasn't a lot of homework assignments. I'm used to getting all these workbooks and you got to answer all these questions and then there's a quiz at the end. There was none of that. So after the first class, I'm thinking, is this really going to work? Am I going to get anything out of this? And man, was I in for a surprise. The best way to describe it is that Blanca sets up this beautiful buffet of all of these different items that she's prepared. Some of them you've had before, but not the way she flavors them. Some you've never heard of before, but they look appealing enough that you want to give them a try. So you come to her course and there's this buffet of all of these ideas and tools and strategies out there. And it's up to you to decide which ones resonate with you, which ones you want to try, which ones you want to go deeper with. And because of that, what I found was it really allowed me to go deep. So instead of my brain getting full of all these facts and figures and theories that Blanca was presenting, she gave just enough to really make me want to go inside. So they made me very introspective. I found that my tuition was enhanced. I was able to uncover some limiting beliefs, just a whole host of things. One of the things, and Blanca, correct me if I get this quote wrong, but one of the first things that really struck me personally was she was talking about generational trauma. And she shared that scientists have shown that the genetic imprint of trauma stays in our DNA for 7 generations. That to me was shocking. Because I'd been focused and I'd been working on the trauma in my life, but I'd never made the connection with the generational aspect and why some of the dysfunctional dynamics in my family existed. And that was really powerful. And quite frankly, as an African American, it gave me a very different perspective on the legacy of slavery, in fact, because I'd never really made the connection. So it's little tidbits like that that Blanca presents in the program that really, if you're open to it and if you're willing to do the internal work, can really expand your experience and expand your the benefit that you get from it. The other thing that I really liked about the course is Blanca provides a variety of strategic tools that you can use to help deal with certain blocks or certain limiting beliefs or certain fears or anxieties. I won't give it away, but one that's really been helpful for me is something that she calls pattern interrupt. So you'll have to take the course to figure out about that one. The other thing that was really personal for me is the timing of Blanca's course was perfect because I had an idea for my business about 3 years ago. I'd really worked on it, had been thinking about it, had done a strategic business plan. And every time I got ready to move forward, I got stuck. And the more enthusiastic and excited and energetic I was about moving forward, the more it hurt when I hit that brick wall. And I couldn't figure out why. Blanca's course has really helped me understand what was holding me back and how to move forward with it. So much so that as a result of the classes with Blanca, the reason now I realize that I was having trouble is because the model wasn't for me. It wasn't authentic and it didn't align with what my real soul's purpose was. And so the delay has been about learning from Blanca, learning with the incredible women that I worked with in the group, and modifying that model in a way that feels much, much, much better. So now instead of beating myself up for how long it's taken me to get to this point, I'm actually thankful that delay happened. In addition to Blanca, the thing that I found surprising was the dynamics of the group setting. I'm in a group with women literally from around the world that I would never have met otherwise. And almost immediately we had this sense of trust, sense of vulnerability, sense of empathy, and I'd even say love for each other. And we were all amazed at how easily we were able to really dig deep and not only share our own experiences, but support others who were going through things that were different. Several of us have stayed connected through LinkedIn and through Facebook. And that's a wonderful, wonderful thing. Not only did I realize that I automatically had a support group, thanks to Blanca's work, but also I had access to resources, feedback. I could throw out ideas for the new business, but also I could share some of my own experiences, some of the things that I've learned. And the old adage, misery loves company, there's something cathartic about knowing that when you're feeling stressed or anxious or you've got imposter syndrome, you know that you're not the only one because you're sitting with a group of women. And of course, you think they're all professional. They've all got everything together. Everything is just perfect except for you. And then they start talking and you realize we're all the same. We're in different countries, we're different ages, we're different ethnicities, but the things that unite us as female entrepreneurs who really want to embrace this new heart-centered economy are much stronger than any differences that society wants to place on us. So when I found out that Blanca was going to expand this course, even though I had taken the beta version, I was one of the first ones to sign up. The number one reason, again, is because Blanca was doing it, and I really, really appreciate the opportunity to continue working with her. In fact, I'd been a little bit sad, actually a lot sad, when the group ended before. So I got in another class with her, and that's getting ready to end, and I was sad about that. So the fact that we're going to be working together for a year is just incredible when I think about how much I've grown in these short programs. I can't even begin to imagine how things are going to be different a year from now. So just that continuous support, that continuous learning, that getting to know the women that I already knew better, and then meeting new women and just taking this journey together is so incredibly exciting. So if you're thinking about it and haven't made the decision, I'm here to tell you it will be one of the best decisions you could ever make, both for your business and for you personally. It has been transformational for me. And I know I've talked too much, but I just couldn't help myself. So
I'm very, very grateful. I wanted to ask you, of course, about how you experience the women, but you told that, how we coach each other, how we build a community. I'm so excited that now the course has become more powerful because you will be in it.
I am so excited.
Oh, Sydney, thank you so very much.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate that you have popped by our group. I think actually I don't have a question to ask. Do you have something else, or you want to say goodbye to the group?
Yes, again, I would just again say, if you are on the fence, just do it. I guarantee that the investment will be more than worth it, and you will see returns on that investment like you can't even begin to imagine. So I look forward to meeting many of you, hopefully all of you, in a short amount of time. Have a wonderful day, and Blanca, thank you again for everything.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for listening in. And well, I hope to see you inside Unleashed. You know where to find it, blancavergara.com/Unleashed. and have a wonderful day.